NFT stuff, especially in the Harmony one. As Since like I think Harmony one has a lot of impact on the GameFi section of the NFTs, but in the same times when bear market comes, a lot of GameFi project come and go, and then come a new one, etc., etc. And even for the art section of the NFT space in Harmony One, it seems underrated. And in Harmony NFT ID, we already make a sort of bunch of program that already engage normies in Indonesia enter to Harmony NFT through our NFT T-shirt. So I think that's a lot of things to discuss. So let's get started, yeah. Shall we? Okay, Has, maybe you have something in mind, the point that you want to say something first for the start of the conversation.
Maybe it's really good. Uh, Good for the start is CDAO atau Community Harmony DAO to introduce what they are, plus what they doing right now, and basically introduce themselves, right? Sorry.
Yeah, definitely. No, thanks for the lead in there. So I'm Shiraj. I'm AKA Psance down below or Raj. Right now I'm streaming to the CDAO YouTube channel and CDAO Twitch channel um with that Psance account. So I'm actually streaming this conversation. I'm starting to do that a little more now, so we can like have a history of Twitter Space conversations that's not controlled by Twitter. And yeah, so like for the community DAO, we have elections for governor. So it's kind of like a governor. Every quarter we pick governors. And so this quarter I decided to step up to become a governor. And the reason I was doing it was a lot for kind of learning purposes. I'm interested in the whole DAO concept and yeah, just looking to learn more. And so since Harmony had um, their DAO thing, I got a little more involved. I was looking to join the creative DAO initially, but then the community DAO ended up being the one that still had people doing stuff and trying to do stuff at least when I was kind of wandering around the DAO space. And so I decided to run and yeah, just like I had some ideas I wanted to implement and lately it's been more a struggle with the just like people having kind of the will to want to kind of pursue Harmony Community DAO stuff or just kind of like contribute. Like there's definitely people with like the will, but I think there like the community DAO at this point it's a little unclear on where we're going. Just because it was initially started um, from that DAO campaign by the Harmony team, and a lot of what it was based around when it was created was funding. So when this DAO was created, people seemed to think that the funding would kind of keep going, and it was set up around that. But now that there's no funding, uh, a lot of people uh, just kind of left, and especially not just funding, but it's just like how uh, all the situations were handled, and so a lot of people didn't like that, and so they left too. But whoever's still here, we're basically trying to kind of bring whoever's left in the community together and as much as we can, right? So I mean, it's like this is the idea, but when you try and put these ideas into practice, sometimes it doesn't really work out as you would think it would. And then for the whole Harmony NFT thing, there's yeah, no, like it's like it's a neat ecosystem. There's different projects doing different things. We finally got Mad V2 live, so that was super awesome. Um, and yeah, we've started a little we started selling our pineapple pizza NFTs, which was like the idea I wanted to put out 2 quarters ago. So it took like a whole quarter and a half to get the pineapple pizza NFT idea going, but it was really nice to see that thing come to life. And then we have like we're trying this creative writing, script writing campaign where people can um, like there's a few options, right? So there's a Google Doc where you can fill out and kind of write a little bit about what you want to write about and give us your email and ideally wallet address, but it's not required. And we can connect you into the Google Drive where we can work on documents together for a script for Logan to write initially. And or you can buy a community writer NFT, and then that can gate a certain document for a certain script. And yeah, just kind of experimenting with the idea of community produced media. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. And we're still doing like AMA. I think the most consistent thing we've been doing is the Twitter Spaces every Wednesday and the town halls every Monday. So that's kind of been our base, and we've kind of been working up from there. Sorry for the long intro.
Wow, that's cool. I mean, uh, uh, yeah, we feel that when they laugh at you, laugh at you, and there's no funding, and we got no funding too, and everyone asking how you still doing that when you don't have money. But everyone asking that, but that's the beauty of it, right? We can make money without having money. So we start projecting like everything, right? And well, so you guys doing community talk too, right? Every Wednesday and Monday.
Yeah, so every Monday we have a town hall where
Yeah,
we talk for a few hours about like kind of the plans for next week and kind of what we were doing. And then we have usually an AMA with some project on Harmony on Wednesday, or just some general community discussion.
I see. So maybe Imam wanna talk something?
Yeah, so basically, we always have difficulty times to gather to make us together, especially different time zone. Usually, for Indonesian Harmony community, we have like sort of community talk, one every Monday in Twitter Space, 1 p.m. UTC time, and the other one is basically on our Discord. So we educate what's going on in Harmony, the updates and everything, include what we are doing. We report it every Saturday, but if there's no significant update, we're not really doing it, not so often. But yeah, I think this is the great opportunity time to start talk about the essential that's currently missing in Harmony community, which is the NFT part of it. So I wish maybe this discussion, since it's also recorded, so people can understand and see what's going on, and maybe there's a lot of big opportunity that they can entry in Harmony One, as maybe exploring the NFT stuff, which is right now is kind of underrated. So you you already elaborate about the math feed too, right? And I think like Medfit2, although they not really active supporting full time in Harmony anymore, but they still provide for the Harmony chain. I think that's a good start. That's quite a challenge, and I believe maybe that's also the way we can onboard serve stuff people to try to have a fresh start, have a NFT art career in Harmony. So, what do you think about that, man?
Hey, I think that's a cool idea. Just any sort of campaign to kind of bring people together and stuff like that. As for the yeah, and just like getting things on the marketplace and just like getting more people interacting on there. Just it's yeah, we really need it because Mad NFT is as far as I know, it's like the only platform you can create NFT contracts on. Is that right? On Harmony, without like coding it yourself.
Sorry, can you repeat the last part? A bit missing.
No worries. Yeah, Mad NFT is the only platform where you can create NFTs without coding it yourself. Is that right?
Yes, is it true? And they seems like keen to add like a smart contract launcher for the NFT artist as well. And fun fact, speaking about NFT smart contract launcher, in our community also there's one that made by Director Crypto. It called Mutan One, but since he developed by himself, so we help him to using his Mutan One as back end of our NFT T-shirt. So that's currently quite happening in the Harmony Indonesia community. We share a couple times. Maybe that's the way to people start understand about the NFT. For the normies, buy T-shirt and then T-shirt to NFT, and then to the smart contract. So that's the interesting how flow that we currently going. Maybe has can you tell a bit the experience that we already shared about the NFT T-shirt some parts? Maybe it quite be interesting.
Oh yeah. Sorry. So we are Harmony in Indonesia. Have one product is marketplace, but it's not about NFT marketplace, but merchandise marketplace. But right now we focusing on T-shirt. So it's the reverse of Web3 thing because we sell the T-shirt and you got the NFT, not you sell the NFT, got T-shirt. No, we want to sell to ordinary people. We want to sell to non-crypto people, so they can learn about the NFT. And we partnership with Mutant Harmony. Mutant Harmony is smart contract made by Indonesian. His name Director Crypto. Director so he live in Indonesia and we met at Bali that day. So we decided to make marketplace to merchandise it. So that's how we have funding without get funding from the core or from the official Harmony because we know Harmony uh, a, a couple months ago got hacked and everyone got no funding.
And the fun fact also, people start to see Harmony in Indonesia as sort of like a getaway. Like we image Harmony One blockchain, not just the NFT part, but the whole ecosystem as the new image for normies, newcomers that want to entry, try to be. interested in the Web3 space to entry. So we try. So we doesn't want to develop complicated like the apps and everything. So we just basically try to reverse everything in Web3, in Web2 language, in Web2 approach, and yeah, that's how it is. And maybe compared to us, I think Harmony Sida also have a lot of story that you can share about the NFT stuff to the global community. Maybe you may share a bit.
Uh, Maybe I want to ask something about how do you think about the NFT art, not project, but art in harmony?
So yeah, no, thanks for the question. For me, like, and I'm people are probably not going to like this answer, but I'm not super into the art part of the NFT per se, because uh I like art. I like the I'm a huge fan of art, and just like connecting with connecting with people. And I do feel art is very subjective, so it depends on the person viewing it. And yeah, it's art's a beautiful thing. But like, so art as an NFT, it makes sense because it's just like an easy sort of application for it. Uh, but I do like, I don't know, I think there's a like the public generally, or like the general population doesn't like the idea of selling pictures for lots of money. Like that whole idea is kind of uh in my mind, it kind of turns people off to the NFT space. Like the get rich quick idea is fun, but I'm definitely more like, me personally, I'm more of a utility kind of person. Like I'm always looking for utility. I'm not personally super interested in the artwork in a lot of NFTs. Like granted, the artwork is cool, but I'm totally fine with not owning that artwork. I'm totally fine with just seeing it and appreciating it. Yeah, that's just me.
Right. I mean, some people love it when there's a utility. Some people love it, but uh, there's a lot of thing in my mind lately because I'm doing it in a lot of chains. But Harmony, this one is very unique because this community is like accepting project but not art. I mean, when you accept an art community, it's really got you got a real what hardcore fans, right? I mean, like we got example for Tezos. They got die hard fans, and we got the previous one that almost got rocked is Solana, the favorite the haters one. But we can see art art community still going on in there and still back there up. I mean, why Harmony can do that? What you think about it? I mean, why Harmony can do that?
Yeah, no, I think Harmony is a really good opportunity for artists or whoever to just kind of dive into the space. They don't have to worry about gas fees or making mistakes. They can just hop on the chain, learn about blockchain, and yeah, mint some NFTs cheaply. So even though I'm not like all about the art part of it necessarily, I think the fact that it provides artists with a way to sell their work, like painters, graphic designers, musicians, I think all that capability is super super awesome. Like that's what I really like about it. Um, so yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Like how it is like it can help an artist get their work out there, reach more people. create a end-to-end transaction that happens like instantly. So yeah, there's a lot of potential for Harmony, like being an onboarding, being a way to onboard people. I think it's just a matter of, like you say, making it as easy as possible. So just everything has to be like super easy. Um, like you shouldn't. I mean, I don't think in the future we're not going to really be talking about cryptocurrency because it's all going to be under the hood. It's going to be more of a niche thing, maybe. But yeah, because it doesn't seem like people get intimidated by a lot of the language involved in crypto and all that. It's like yeah, it can be intimidating. But yeah, Harmony in terms of onboarding people, I think that is one of like the really good selling points for it.
Yep. And you just bring up about the terms that in the Web3 terms that really avoid by a lot of people lately. It's actually true, and in Indonesia as well, it's currently happening. So when we talk about terms word NFT, crypto, Web three, they start think like the problematic of that a lot of happening in news after bear market. So we try finding the easiest term possible. Especially the most difficult part is actually term of art. So how to bring the art basically digital way, but not saying NFT, but it's NFT. So that's kind of confusing for some a lot of people. But we basically ensure them NFT is actually a digital certificate. So we said like, yeah, your work, your everything certificate in digital, NFT is just a term of technology, but in real life use case is actually certificate. So it might be help. So interesting. By the way, before we continue, shout out Santiago is here. I know you want to request Mike, but I will open session for the public discussion after some topic will asked by Hazen in here. And shout out to Scootbeat. We have Harmony Indonesia here. Joe Star, one of our loyal NFT artists in here. Welcome, welcome. Also, big name in Indonesia NFT artists like Hans Christo is here.
Oh,
Also,
Hans, he really good friend of mine. Hello, Hans. Hello, Harmony Indo too.
so yeah, so since we foresee that the art is kind of thing, there's a good opportunity in harmony and also maybe some contrast back because what happened in the previous cycle of NFT kind of maybe overpricey. You got a good point actually. That's maybe in the future people try to farm a new way how to utilize art in NFT. But so much way. Before we continue, I'm so curious about your pineapple pizza NFT thing. So what long term that you wanna come up with the selling the pineapple pizza NFT for the CDAO, or maybe helping the entire Harmony ecosystem?
Yeah, so the pineapple pizza NFT, it's on Mad NFT now. You can buy one. The It doesn't really do. It's not a long term thing. This is it was an idea I thought of like a few quarters ago to try and get a little more community engagement and maybe have people like buy the NFTs and they can have like they can join a chat room and like have like debates over pineapple pizza because it is I see that debate happen a lot. It's like a classic debate almost. Um, but that it's expiring end of this quarter, so the pineapple pizza NFT uh, won't be available after this quarter because that's when we have the new governors come in, and it's not like we don't know what the new governors want, so I just set it for that. But we can always, if people want the pineapple pizzas to stay on, we can put them back up. It really depends on what the community wants. And yeah, it's just the whole campaign was a donation campaign. It wasn't really to provide utility per se. It was more of a donation thing. But then the idea was kind of made up an idea called proof of preference, where people would know kind of what your preferences were based on the NFTs in your wallet or something like that. But you know, it's overall, it's just kind of a silly idea we put into action.
So that's a charity. That's really good. I mean, you create project and offering to the new core, right? The new governor.
Sorry, what was the question? What about the new governors?
No, no. You say the project it depends the new governor, right?
Yeah, so this cycle will come to an end at the end of December, and new governors are supposed to be elected in January.
Ah, oh, oh. I thought you give it to the new governor of Harmony Core.
No, Harmony Core hasn't been involved with community DAO stuff. We haven't really messaged them too much because, to be honest, we don't really have much to report on or that we could. I mean, I feel like we don't have something to talk to them about quite yet, but we'll get there when we can report to them and just kind of tell them what we've been up to and see how we can help, especially with the scripts idea. So once we get like maybe an iteration or two of the scripts thing going, we can reach out and be like, hey, look, we make these videos, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you guys can write a video or something like that.
True, true. The core of Harmony is really, really about supporting us. Now, back to the topic. By the way, is it CDAO is really open on as you say you don't like project but you open on art thing. I mean the art company can help us the community or the coin itself to grow, right, to sustain. At least they are the last protector. But are you the CDAO open it uh, to what creating festival artists digitally metaverse because we have crypto arcade, right? Are you open to it?
Yeah, I'm open to almost everything. Like, um, just yeah, getting some campaigns going. I think that would be awesome. Just making a call to artists to um, do stuff or yeah. Honestly, like me personally, I know some music. I mean, I know some artists, but I also know some musicians who like I think uh, they don't want to deal with all this Web3 stuff. So I think like being an ambassador and trying to get some accounts for my friends and stuff who like because there's so many talented people out there who just they do good work, and it's just a matter of reaching the audience. So yeah, I think that would be a cool thing to kind of be an ambassador for artists to kind of get on and sell their work. Uh, for me personally, and then for the community DAO, yeah, no, that I mean that'd be great. It's for the community DAO. Like I don't personally, this is how I kind of view it. I don't personally have control anything, but um, I can. Uh, well, since I'm the governor, I have access to stuff which I can get things going. But as far as I'm concerned, my job is to kind of do what the community wants to do. And if the community wants to have an art campaign, then hell yeah, we're doing an art campaign.
uh, there's an interesting thing about art event, or maybe a sort of event in general in Harmony ecosystem so far. I know when DFK before DFK leave Harmony, a lot of event currently over centered to DFK part, like their AMAs, their sort of like community gathering on Gator Town, etc., etc. But once they're leaving, I think people start to losing grasp for the first. And I think I still respect some of them that still using Gator Town of the crypto arcade in Harmony One. Like I know for the crypto talk, we have like I think just create a crypto and coffee session. They connect integrate Twitter Space into the Gator Town crypto arcade, so people can play around while discussing about the crypto stuff, either inside and outside Harmony One. And I believe also Scootbit here. Shout out Scootbit is here. One of the Web3 music collective that they always have a live music production session in crypto arcade as well every Wednesday. It's quite interesting, and I think s- since this happening in the bear market, like so scattered between each community part of the Harmony One want to make event, but either online or offline. I think we can start work together to gather a lot of community in each region to into the one place, not always in the Twitter space of crypto arcade, or maybe Discord. We can use everything, right? I think to ignite their ideas that maybe people hope too much when they talk to the Harmony talk forum. I hope core team listening, keep listening. But I think it will be great. We do it practically, so it will be people just tend to follow organically, especially uh, when we are depending to somebody to create a bunch of event regarding the ecosystem, or maybe some group or depend, or a lot of people uh like key figure and such. I think it will be stagnant for the ecosystems, and I think this moment is a great time for it. So what do you think, man?
Yeah, man. Like I would love to hear more about what kind of the plan or idea is around it. And actually, darn it, Sekud Beat just left. I was wondering where have you seen his live beat making session in the crypto arcade? I swear, I try and join when I see it, and I never like I must always be missing it or something.
Yeah, it's actually same time as we start the Twitter space today, but on every Wednesday, so 3 p.m. UTC every Wednesday. uh I'm actually in there like almost every week. I'll always in there on time because I also make beats also. There's a one of them for the from Indonesian community as well, to bring up Harmony One in there representing in the crypto arcade space. And I think what we need for now, we need to gather its talent. I know Harmony One as crazy as NFT talent in the beginning. I remember in Da Vinci times, there's domino art. He used to call Seijin art, I believe. He create Aomiga right now, the game fighting, and then I know Momi Momi used to be in Harmony One a lot, but yeah, I think she's leaving. I think we need to start gathering the idea what we can do. Especially like in the Harmony One, people keep asking to especially in our Indonesian community, like what's the goal for the NFT in the Harmony One. As a general, we tend to not really answer it well, but for the Indonesian community, we only answer, or basically we translate everything in the Web3 into Web2 stuff, like came up in the earliest session of the discussion. So yeah, that's how it is. Maybe it has have some point, or maybe continue the next.
What? Oh, I thought Harmony Sida wanted to something. No.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I love that idea. Maybe like so one of the ideas I had like oh, during the hack, it was kind of a silly idea. Was an artist campaign where we like try and get artists to make an NFT on the Ethereum side of the blockchain, and then when you sell those NFTs, there can be like an award for the like for a few for the maybe top 10 or 20 artists that sold NFTs, and then they could get invited to some exclusive party or something like that. But um, and that would just basically bring in liquidity onto the Ethereum side to back the Harmony assets. But I don't know. It's kind of a silly idea.
No, that's not silly. I mean, I have an idea too, like you. I mean, we get around about the art, such as another blockchain, like you said, Ethereum and Tezos, Solana, Tezos Matic. They really open to art community, and I was have an idea like that to gather thing, so the people can learn about harmony and can learn more about the games on harmony, but the the hack fuck us up. So it was delayed, so we focusing on our marketplace to merge to help artists. It's not uh, crossing our ideas. We still helping artists to merge their work to their fans. So speaking of, we moving on to the next topic. Ah, this about music, isn't it, Imam?
So yeah, I know this is the question that come up in my mind. So a lot of blockchain lately in this last 2 months, they chasing NFT music. I think it's quite big in Ethereum. I think Tezos also start to big into it. And the surprisingly, even after FTX scandal, Solana still trying to catch up in NFT music as well. So this is interesting part. And I know Harmony One actually a lot of hidden talent of NFT music as well. I remember last time Rime Salmi that bring by I think Stephen Soy itself to Harmonicon to it Denver to introduce as the Harmony. ambassador, I believe, last time, and also I think Bix also music producer as well, and I think before Daniel Pagan left Harmony, he also a rock music producer as well. So I think this is a kind of thing that a new common ground that maybe all chain need to searching for in the NFT music. But people not seen Chin and I in a Harmony ecosystem. So what do you think about this, man?
Man, yeah, no, NFT music is one of those things that like it, it it's another logical step where yeah, you make a song, and then if it succeeds and it gets sold and bought and sold multiple times, you should, you know, benefit from that, from the royalties, and it just makes perfect sense. So yeah, I mean, I know Mad NFT. I just saw them in here. I hope they come back. Yeah, they have a music option for NFTs. So if you make a music NFT, you could just say, you could categorize it as a music NFT. And yeah, like I have a few friends who uh, write and make music, and they don't really know anything about the wallets. And to be honest, I don't think they even want to deal with the whole wallet thing and the whole blockchain thing. So yeah, just figuring out a way to onboard those guys. It's going to be like um, it's been kind of challenging, I guess. Just thinking on how to onboard like musicians and stuff like that, because a lot of them, they're not interested in all the technical aspects of blockchain. They just want to make music and sell it. Honestly, a lot of them aren't even focused on selling. They just want to make music. So, yeah, it's what like maybe I can ask you guys, what how do you guys onboard musicians or artists into the NFT space?
So fun fact, we have Joestar here. Joestar is actually NFT music producer as well. And he also usually using AI assistant into his music, and then he minted some in Harmony. I remember he mint on Matte NFT, but the V1 version at the time. Also, also the first one that put his music barcode into our NFT T-shirt. So we basically what we offer place that especially musicians tend to like to explore their music concept. So we think like, oh yeah, you can maybe explore your music concept using NFT. So we don't insist them to chase the selling thing and everything that usually most of NFT artists doing. Just basically, yeah, use any NFT stuff in Harmony One as your music concept or maybe music experience that maybe you can give to your friends, your fans, and everything. So that's how it is.
Yeah, no, awesome. Do you guys like have any onboarding documentation or anything like that?
Actually, for documentation for our journey, our real life event and such, one bull note, one of Indonesian validator, which also our DAO governor as well. He's quite vocal about the documentation, sharing each other what we doing. Maybe has you can you please pin the last activity that we uh,
Already search it. Search it. Already search it. Uh, I'm
uh,
scrolling down his account, so I'm about to pin it. Hold up. You continue.
yeah, yeah. So basically, I think last week, yeah, last week, we have a sort of booth, to one of festival in Cibubur area, which is like East Jakarta, around East part of Jakarta, and Arif Gunawan's here, also in the crowd. which is the EO, the head EO, the owner of the event. Thank you. He's still coming into our space as well in here. So we place our NFT T-shirt and we educate them about NFT. People come and we give a free drink while in the live music festival. So in action to asking about NFT, we educate them about NFT and such. So yeah, that's how it is. Oh, I think he's getting rock, guys. All right. Check 1 2, check 1 2. You okay, man?
Out there, can you hear me? I was checking out some of the tweets, and then it logged me. It logged me out.
Yeah, usual Twitter, man. What do you expect? Yeah. So continue. For the part that we shilling our NFT T-shirt there. At the first, we don't expect a selling in there. What we expect basically to have education about NFT T-shirt, the way people understand NFT in physically, until we got one conclusion about our NFT T-shirt. So we compare to Hypebeast fashion stuff. This is interesting. If you know Hypebeast or maybe a luxury fashion stuff, they tend to have certificate in their box, right? Still physical certificate of their clothing because it's so special. But now they can implement in the Web3 section. Let's say like, oh yeah, you buy our T-shirt, you get a digital certificate, which is to show that the T-shirt is unique as one of you only limited person can wear it. So people seek that as a value, and they buy in the cheap price at first. Give them like, oh yeah, I have advantage. It means like, yeah, we grab this first, and maybe somehow we can thrift it along with the digital certificate, which is the NFT basically. So that's how the conclusion for the event. Maybe has wanna add.
Yeah, we uh, we for the inviting artists to this ecosystem, we not just selling art or do marketplace, but we collaborating with some EO like Arif Gunawan here. They got a team named Cibubur Street Market, so they usually music, do music concert. So we partnership in them, and we got Coinvestasi is about media about crypto. So we collaborating with them, we partnership, and we do some workshop, like a workshop thing, a seminar, something like that. So and we uh, uh what I want to say. I'm lost my word. About the NFT music thing. How to invite them? We, as Imam say, we print their cover music to our T-shirt, and they got NFT music after they claim it in our marketplace. So NFT artists can sell it their NFT, and the listener can have the merch, like any musician selling their merch.
That's super awesome. And yeah, that's yeah, I like the idea of when you buy the shirt, you get the like a music NFT. So how does that work with the shirt? Like the shirt has a QR code that has like a song on it or something like that. It's a really good idea too because people like to have a physical item too. I heard that a lot. Like people when they buy an NFT, they like getting a physical item along with the digital item. So that's awesome. But yeah, how does the shirt and the music work?
So currently, uh, Me or you, man. Uh, all right.
Mm, mm.
All right. So currently, NFT T-shirt, the barcode one. For right now, we display the website first, so people get to know, and then, when they buy using local payment, Indonesian local payment, and currently we setting up for the international payment as well. Thank you for Santiago last Twitter Space request. It already worked by one bull as well about that, and we basically give them a sort of like a transaction code through their email, and then they using that transaction code once the t-shirt arrive into their home, then insert to our NFT t-shirt website, and insert the transaction code for the the conventional payment, include your MetaMask address to claim the NFT. So basically, simple as that. And we will mint the NFT and send directly to your wallet.
That's super dope, man. Okay, so now I have to get a shirt. So that's cool. Yeah, great idea.
You should.
Actually, that
Yep,
go ahead, Hens.
No, 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 no. I say you should.
I will, man. No, that's super cool. Great idea. Nice work. And so that actually reminded me another idea for music or artists or something is a subscription NFT. So people can subscribe to an artist. So they're not buying every song, but they're just supporting the artist monthly, and they just get whatever songs the artist wants to give them, I guess, or they, whatever benefits they get from the subscription is what they get. And I'm gonna shill the guys who do subscription NFTs. I actually met them at the most recent hackathon I went to, um, and they make subscription NFTs. They're not on the Harmony blockchain yet, but I did ask them about getting on there, and they said it would be easy. So I think it's just a matter of maybe like um, bugging them, being like, "Hey, can you get this project on Harmony? We'd like to use it." And so yeah, it's a really cool protocol where you buy an NFT, and you have to buy it like again if you want it to still be like registered in your wallet. And when you make the NFTs, it gives you a lot of like administrative rights in the contract. So yeah, the contracts are pretty that you can mint on Unlock Protocol are pretty cool. Definitely something to look into as a musician or artist. Just getting a subscription base around you.
that's cool project. Not gonna lie. I think that kind of subscription, since I also music producer as well, in my personal account you already know me, but yeah, I think subscription NFT is the most difficult to understand to normies, technically, because either we basically say it like, yeah, it's just a digital subscription. The question they always come up, even uh in between, for to bridge the knowledge, they always say it like, what's different between like YouTube premium subscription or Netflix subscription or maybe Spotify subscription. They tend to confuse because it seems similar, the way we deliver it, but when they use it, it feels so different. It feels so different. So I think like, even in our side, the Indonesian community, that part is the quite challenging one. But I don't know about you guys in the CDAO community.
Yeah, no, that thanks for the feedback. Yeah, that's super. That's a good point. It would be different from the standard Web 2 sort of interface like Netflix or YouTube. Um, because I mean, mainly because you'd be using a wallet and um, but I think it's just a matter of uh, yeah, I think you may have to like do it manually, right? It's not an automatic um, uh, thing. I think you have to approve the transaction in your wallet every month. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe yeah, that it could definitely throw the normies off a little. But just generally speaking, a subscription model, like a lot of businesses go to the subscription model just because it's very stable and it does bring in a lot of income because um, unfortunately, there is the dynamic where you keep people's subscriptions even though they're not using the service as much, and so I don't know. Yeah, it does it a lot. Yeah, it's a very popular revenue model.
I see. This is interesting though. I know the wallet part of the crypto quite set back the normies to touch the NFT, especially if the concept of NFT is subscription, which is easier to understand to them. And I think like uh, the wallet issue part should be resolved. Currently, Harmony only using MetaMask, and maybe I know like other project that integrate Harmony One as well, the EVM mainnet of Harmony One into their wallet product as well. But it seems like it feels same. It's still difficult, right? And I know last time I think Timeless Wallet, the one wallet that quite endorsed like couple months back by Harmony Core. I actually tried the testnet. I asked Lego to have bring me one the private trial part. It's actually quite interesting to make people create wallet without seed phrase. So basically, make your gadget become the sort of like the private key of your wallet. It's easier to use for user to use, although maybe when the problem the phone is broken, or maybe they want to transfer everything, people there's a technical gap to do. So so what do you think about this wallet problem to onboarding a lot of people in the NFT space for the new normies? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you nailed it. That is kind of a huge point of friction for onboarding. I'm also I'm got on the list for beta testing One Wallet, which anyone can do, by the way. So if you have the Android version, uh, Timeless Wallet, they have their beta version out. One Wallet rebranded to Timeless Wallet. So yeah, check it out. Text or message Lego for their Twitter for testing out the beta version. Yeah, no, the like I like what they've done with their wallet. It's pretty cool. It's still like the thing is, I'm not going to be able to use it like a normie anymore because I've already done all this like research on blockchain and signing transactions and stuff, and I kind of have a feel for everything already. So, um, it would be interesting to see like what it would look like to onboard some of my friends and stuff like that. And but yeah, in my experience, onboarding people onto MetaMask has been kind of a pain because you have to be like, okay, you have to write this 12 words down, but keep it safe. Don't forget it. My roommate already forgot it. He lost it. And I'm like, oh man, okay, well, and he doesn't know the password to get in anymore. So it's just like, oh, we need something to work. So, yeah, One Wallet, they did a nice job. It would be good for them to get all those bugs worked out and uh, get the public version out. Actually, where are they with that? I heard they were doing that on the 11th a few days ago. That's when they officially like kind of said the day was.
Yeah, cool, man. Cool. It's actually quite explaining for everything. For the normies problem. To have a NFT. For start. I think maybe has some point next, or maybe should we open question for the crowd? What do you think, has?
I think there's speaking of normies, right? We we open it to the crowd to know what they're thinking, or maybe they have question something. Maybe you can read about the Joe question. I mean, Joe already question something in our group, in our community group. So maybe we can you can read it, Imam.
All right. Joe Star just DM me personally, so he want to ask about. Hold on. Let me scroll his chat. So he want to point out about the point that you said that you don't really the way the NFT art to bring, but he like the point, but he like the point that maybe this is not the question, more like suggestion that he want to say. Basically, speaking about selling the art as an NFT, it's not should be like overpriced from the first selling to the secondary sales, like we currently do in the Web3 space. But they need something in between to keep the art selling, let's say, stable. The price might be increased but not escalated like a monkey business. So maybe the intermediate can be anything, and also maybe some other story, or maybe they need to put something that can help in the long run for the community, not but it doesn't mean utilities, but maybe something else. So what do you think about this idea, man?
100%, 100%. I think that's what a lot of the I see is successful is the NFTs that have a team behind them or have some roadmap or bigger vision. That yeah, that because anyone can make a picture and sell the picture, but to like it's a matter. It's very much kind of like a community type, community building type thing where when people buy your NFT. I guess I am talking utility because it is like maybe you get some extra functionality about it or something, or some exclusive access or something like that. And yeah, that exists. A lot of people. That's what a lot of people are doing. Um, it's definitely a way to go. Just like what value, like, because value can be measured in a lot of ways. People value different things, and so it's just about bringing value to um, your customer or your community or yeah, whatever.
So here it is. I want to challenge you a bit. So how you deliver to people the NFT has utility without saying the NFT has utility, because the utility word is overused, especially people that traumatized with play to earn, or maybe like NFT community project. So do you have any idea?
So like a little uh, a shout out or a promo. Are you asking? Like, how can I promote it without saying utility?
as sort of either your project or maybe someone else project, the way you're telling to people basically.
Well, what I would just say is, oh yeah, if you get this, you could do this, you could do this, or you could do this. It's like you have like abilities when you buy this ability instead of utility, maybe.
I'm really getting curious about this. I mean, NFT is a system, right? It's technology. It is always been in my mind. I mean, why not they just selling their product? I mean, not sorry, um, like project. Every project is selling, and NFT project is selling something, right? Why not they say the project itself, like this is a charity or not? NFT for charity? No, I mean this is charity. Why not just like that? And like an art, like we we I select art. I select my illustration, something like that. Why just we can do that? I mean, what y'all think? What y'all think?
I think that's a perfectly good. I think that's a perfectly good way to do it too. In fact, like, I mean, I'm talking so much about utility, right? But then these pineapple pizza NFTs I made, they're purely donation. There's no utility and no guaranteed utility involved in those. Possible utility. There's potential for utility because it is a token that you could do, you know, a bunch of things with, and hopefully more things over time as more tools get built on the ecosystem. So yeah, but donations like fundraising, charity, those are all like great uses for an for this sort of NFT technology.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not about charity. Like games, they sell like NFT for games or NFT for thing. Why not just they saying like, yeah, we creating games by with NFTs NFT system, something like that. Why not just say they saying straight to the point, like our product is this, our product is that, like Harmony Indonesia doing that. Our product is community, and we can help you with marketplace, not just uh, like marketing stuff like NFT for that and for it. No, I mean NFT just technology, right?
Uh,
Yeah, and like, s- and you, it's a technology, so you can use it kind of however you want. And you know, I think that's a good question, and part of me thinks like maybe the reason we don't focus on the donation part is because like we live in a capitalist society, so donations aren't really like um a super priority part of capitalist society. Maybe that's kind of my thinking around it.
Yep. Actually, it's true. Like people tend to greedy. You especially in the bull market, the last bull market, people tend use NFT as a new opportunity of business. Even in Harmony NFT ID, a lot of non Web3 like corporate people start to coming with us and asking about, yeah, is there any business potential that we can use using NFT? They always tend to ask such a question, but we basically told that NFT is simply digital certificate technology, but the way you use it, uh, basically to solve problems that currently in conventional industry, and then the solve of the problem using NFT doesn't mean you need to take profit with it. Some of them solely just to helping the system for a lot of people, workers, everything. So this is like the next challenge that not just in Harmony One. I think NFT as a whole in every blockchain to answer to the normies. They can does they can using NFT as solving problem, and you already did a great thing using pineapple pizza NFT as for charity donation. I know a lot of I think no no sorry I think I found a project in Indonesia. They create their own token. It called Misa token, and Misa token is actually a token social credit for farmer. So basically, people invest into the and metaverse building NFT of the farmland that relate with the real life farmland in the farmer land. And then the interesting part, they basically when they play the game more often and then add some money by in game item for the farmer land, it will be convert some of the profit as donation to improve the real life farmer crops yield, and maybe their seedings, or maybe improve the whole of their farmings, and then some of their profit from selling their crops, harvesting their crops, give to the NFT holder. That's interesting actually. The way solving problem to donate into the farmer, but in the same time giving feedback to the donator. So it more likely the way people can bring a new gateway of investment using NFT. So that's one of them, but it's not really imply in the whole Indonesian farming region. It just they testing only, I believe, like for region, but it quite successful for some private investor and such. So that's interesting case that I can tell you.
That's super cool. What a cool application for it. I like the idea of having a metaverse and then that metaverse reflecting some land in real life, and you can kind of interact with it on that kind of level. That's super awesome.
Yeah, true. And the point is that I want to talk you as well. Since Harmony One always state, yeah, we focus on GameFi. I think the real GameFi is actually the form of donation that helping a real life problem like that, and not a lot of people think about that at the moment. And even in the Harmony global community, this is kind of what I should say, like kind of missing the opportunity. Like people that come to Harmony NFT, usually yield farmer that want to have a leverage a lot of GameFi in Harmony. I know Harmony has a craziest GameFi so far in the cycle last month, a couple months back. So I think the next thing we can gather together, gather a lot of developer talent, everything that can solve this kind of problem using NFT GameFi. Maybe from you, for the global community, from us for the Indonesian community. Yeah, we work together basically. That's the point. Interesting. All right. Yeah, go on, man. Go on.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's awesome. Thanks for like all the questions. And yeah, is anyone in the audience? Santiago, you wanted to speak earlier, right?
Yeah, I think I will invite Santiago to speak right now. I think he want to speak in the earliest. Yeah, I invite you to the mic, and also maybe Arif Gunawan here, our favorite EO, want to talk with Harmony Community DAO as well. Let me invite him as well. Hold on. Oh yeah,
And
Santiago, what's up?
Hey, hi. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to kind of say my 2 bits. I'm currently on a plane, so I got about a minute or so. So all I wanted to say is that a buddy of mine he works for, I'm going to keep it anonymous. He works for a secretary who's a he's a presidential appointee. And what we're trying to do is introduce him to NFTs by replacing, just as a low level introduction, by replacing his challenge coin with an NFT and T-shirt. We're currently working on the design, but one of the things that we need is to make sure that Timeless Wallet gets public, because that's what that's the best way to pass that NFT to that person that wants to award it. And I think it's critical that we also use. Right now, we're thinking about using T-shirts. So in the past, what happens is that these senior government officials, they love, when they meet, they give them a challenge coin. Hey, you just secretary, whatever. Well, what we're thinking is that because this particular individual has the personality that wants to be technologically savvy and wants to advance his department and modernize it, we're hoping that that by using the NFT as a challenge coin, will introduce him to the technology. And then it's a smaller jump than for him to understand how his entire department can then transition to using NFTs as training record, just the whole plethora of administrative tasks that can be accomplished by using NFTs, because it is a monstrous, continuous battle to track information and make it so that it's not corruptible, right? Because there's people that have to sign off on it, but if you have the process with the NFTs, that administrative burden can be reduced because it's immutable, right? It's an NFT. It was generated, and there's no need to have other people vouch for that form or whatnot. So, what I wanted to offer is that we're trying to do that, and our incentive is to onboard people to this technology and advance it. And I encourage some of the artists that are out there in the audience to kind of look at other ways, not just drawing pictures, artistically, but like Christmas cards. That's another thing that we're doing is we're going to try to find some marathons, for example. And right now, instead of issuing a T-shirt, we're trying to set it up so that that NFT can be printed on a T-shirt. Have that racer's information automatically generated as it crosses the line with that RFID tag. It mints you completed the race NFT, gets printed on a T-shirt, and then eventually when he has a timeless wallet, it gets sent to his wallet. Now he's got that modern, memorabilia, and he can reprint that T-shirt, that personal T-shirt, if his actual one gets, gets worn out. So there's a lot of, creative, everyday life utility to these NFT products, and I just think that what we're missing is the wallet. Like you said, the MetaMask wallet for the normies is just not going to cut it. I mean, I spent way too much time explaining it to my significant other, and then it has to be grandma ready. And so the timeless wallet needs to come on market and needs to be on Apple and Android. And after that, then we need to have artists that are flexible, that are able to create the products, and then the minting. We need to have the ability to do custom mints to be able to start. Right now, I'm working with Harmon NFT, thank you, and Newton, and we have kind of like this patchwork process where I'm going to send them some products. They're going to mint it for me, but I need to be able to have a minting process where I can mint certificates. If I do, for example, let's say that I have a shooting course, and at the completion of the course, I take your name and I mint an NFT, which is a certificate, right? Well, now you want to get your concealed weapons permit in some state. and they require you to have this shooting course. Well, it's just a lot easier and to authenticate that certificate if you just present that NFT saying, here's my name and here's the date, and it was minted by a authorized, weapons instructor. That kind of administrative adoption to NFTs is going to be huge, and I believe that's the way forward. And so I'm really looking. We talk about what's the way forward for Harmony NFTs. I think we need to open up our scope and not just focus on the artistic side, but really, do some changes. Get the artists to say we're going to do Christmas cards. We're willing to do designs for marathons. Get the people, the devs that do the NFT minting processes. Get them to the point where they allow other people to mint NFTs on their platforms. Maybe have a link and make it user friendly. That would be super helpful. And lastly, the guys that are Harmony NFT, the T-shirt guys, maybe I don't know if you have a what is it, design DTG. Maybe you can do what's the other one? Print to film or whatever with your, because then maybe you can put not just those NFT on T-shirts, but maybe you can put them on a smaller device that can be a physical representation of that NFT. In my case, if I can get an NFT printed on a challenge coin size, then that's perfect. Then he can give a challenge coin that has that QR code and design that he wants, and we can issue him that electronic NFT, and that would show authenticity, right? And if that NFT minting process can customize it so that you can type in a name, that'd be fantastic. I gotta go. They're closing the door, but that was my 2 bits. I appreciate you guys' time.
All right, thank you. That's maybe a kind of a long point. Maybe yeah, Sido, you wanna say something?
Yeah, no worries. I know you have to go to Santiago, so if you have to go, you got to go. I don't know if you're fly. Are you flying the plane?
No, not today.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, what's a challenge coin?
Oh, right. Okay. So a challenge coin is a tradition in the military and certain levels of government. I'll give you the commandant of the army, right? He's the senior general. And when he goes to visit his soldiers, he walks amongst the crowds. And a lot of times the lower units, they control who the general visits. So they present to the general, or they, because it's all about promotions, and they get like a junior soldier that has accomplished great things. Maybe he did performed awesome in combat, or he performed awesome in whatever trade that he has, and the general just has a quick, easy way to say thank you. He gives them what is a challenge coin. It's, think about it as the size of a 50-cent piece, and it's custom, and these general officers, they'll spend $4,000 or $5,000 on these very extravagant challenge coins, and it's a memento that that person receives as just as a personal gratitude from the office holder to say thank you for being who you are. And there's people, if you look at Donald Trump's office, if you look at President Biden's office, somewhere in the back they have what's called the challenge coin little holder, and they will have challenge coins from all of the different units that whenever that president visits, it's an exchange between the president has his challenge coin, and then the unit exchanges that challenge coin. There's a lot of history behind that. It's a subculture thing, but it's a thing that a lot of people take very serious, and that's one of the mechanisms that we're trying to use to educate this appointed Secretary of the U.S. Again, he's the Secretary of the Navy, and we're trying to educate him on NFTs. And my buddy works for him, and we're gonna see if we think that he has that type of personality, that he would just be awesome, and that would be an awesome vehicle for him to learn about crypto. That it's not just FTX, right? That crypto has utility. It's not just throwing money around. It's a bona fide utility that's going to help lower overhead costs in mega businesses like the military. So that's I don't know if does that answer your question about what a challenge coin is?
Oh, that yeah, no, and you answered it, and it was so cool that I'm like, why can would it be offensive if Harmony started like Harmony Community DAO started giving challenge coins? I guess we wouldn't call it challenge coins. We could call it something else.
Yeah, yeah, no, not at all. It's one of the um, history behind the challenge point is like, let's say that you and I are that I'm a part of the Harmony community, and we meet up at a Harmony gathering. The reason why they call it challenge coin, it has a little bit to do with the military. So if you and I were both in the same military unit when we are young, and then we get our challenge coin from the unit, and then we go our separate ways, and then 15 years later we meet up again because we're old and we're at the the veterans of and we're at a bar. If I pull out my challenge coin and you don't have yours, you owe me a drink. That's a little bit of the tradition behind that. So you could issue these Harmony DAO or Harmony Challenge coins in an NFT and sell them. And then if there's a Harmony meetup, if you don't have your Harmony Challenge coin, and if somebody challenges you and says, "Hey, here's my Harmony," or, you know, where's yours? And if you don't have one on you, drinks are on you. That's just a little history off the cuff. So no, it would not be offensive. I think it'd be awesome, and it also creates that sense of community, if you ask me.
Oh man, that's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah, Hazen, let's go.
That's super cool to do. In I mean, we we I have an idea actually, but it's on the process and on the discuss with another table games community, like like Santiago said. I mean, it's like a challenge coin. We do that. We got a challenge. We got the coin, right? Am I right? uh, I'm afraid I'm wrong, and I'm afraid I'm mistakenly hearing that.
I think hold on. Sorry, mate. I think maybe I want to confirm the understanding of mine as well. I think you wanna have sort of like using the NFT as part of the circular economy, right? To one NFT can be used as everything in part of either needs, wants, even the tertiary needs for somebody in the Harmony One ecosystem. Is that correct?
Um, yes, you could do that. I should have expanded a little bit on the challenge phone idea. So here's an example. There is a general who is the 38th Commandant of the Marine Corps. He's the 38th Commandant of the Marine Corps. So one of the things that you can do is that he can mint 38 NFTs with his design, and then he can at his that's his personal gift to somebody that he feels is very important, and then he can give them one of the 38 NFTs. In order to give a physical representation of the NFT, you can print that NFT just like you're doing on a T-shirt. You can print it on a coffee mug. You can, whatever, or you can just send that NFT to the person, and that person then owns the NFT, and then subsequently have that NFT printed on whatever thing that he wants. Right? That's kind of what I'm looking at. So, for example, when the president of the United States, what is he, like the 46th president, 45th, whatever, he can have 46 NFTs that he issues out, or 4,500, or some sort of a number that creates that scarcity, and that becomes a gift, you know. And if you could take that concept and scale it down to any other event, your first marathon. There's only so many racers. You print so many NFTs, and if you don't have an NFT, you weren't in the race, or you didn't finish the race. I hope that helps. I gotta go, gentlemen. Thank you for your time. They're closing the door. See you.
That's participation NFT. Actually, speaking about participation NFT, I think Santiago connecting, or maybe he already fly. Maybe quite recap a bit. Maybe hasn't has interesting idea about participation NFT. Before maybe we closing, it's almost like uh 1.5 hour. So yeah, go on, has.
No, no, it's. I think that is kind of different from Santiago. It's undiscussed with some table games community. Maybe everyone knows about Pokemon. Everyone knows it, right? Pokemon. They got trading card game. You can play it like Yu-Gi-Oh! If you know that. Maybe in Harmony, got a games like TCG. What is called a name, Imam?
Ender's Gate, yeah.
Ender's Gate. Yeah, they got. We got Ender's Gate, right? But I have an idea that the TCG in real life, the help point, it's the token. It's a token itself. So if you want to fight, you have a token. The minimum token, example, the minimum token is 10. You need to get 10 out or buy 10 as your help point. And after that, if you won at the games, you can have a badge. And the badge is the NFT. It's the real life token utilities, right? And the NFT utilities as a reward, as a trophy, and it's undiscussed. Maybe everyone love it, or maybe everyone wants to more discuss it. We can discuss. So, by the way, it's more than 1.5. Maybe I want to respond it, or we
I think
uh
I
what?
think maybe we wrap it up a bit before we closing. We want to ask you a bit, Sidao, what's your long term plan in Harmony afterward?
Yeah, for sure. That's a good question. Right now, me personally, or are you asking me personally, or like maybe for the CDAO?
For the Sidao, of course.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, like the plan is, uh, ideally we can make these the handoff night like much easier than it's been. It's been a struggle to like yeah, the handoffs weren't great. Like a lot of this DAO stuff is very man powered. It's not autonomous. So yeah, I'm just like I'm trying to get maybe a Google Drive document or something like that to make it a little more autonomous. So whoever, when the transition takes place, they can get a Google Drive document that kind of sums up like everything with all the updates and everything. So yeah, transitioning, getting some. We did increase the treasury, so that's a good that's a good thing. We didn't take out of the treasury; we only increased it. So um, we yeah, just like getting some projects going. I really would like to see where the script writing thing takes us. That's kind of our or yeah, that's kind of like uh, a little possibly long term project that I'm trying to get going. Me and some other governors, and so yeah, it's the plan is just kind of to set it up as good as possible for the next governors, and hopefully just uh, contribute more as a community member for myself, and yeah, just uh, the marketing, being a marketing arm, experimenting with that. Um, it's hard to say any like hard long-term plans because, with new governors, you may get new plans. So it's uh, although the community should be the same, but yeah, it's hard to say the future uh, for for the community DAO. But yeah, sorry, I'm kind of ranting on a little, but yeah, just trying to get it set up as nice as possible. So it just makes things easier to transition and just keep the flow going.
I see. So I think next time maybe if you guys any rough idea from SIDA, you can talk to us anytime. Maybe from us we can help you and you can help us because I think integration to whole community for the real life products to the Web3 stuff might be interesting for the long term. So that's what we conclude so far for the future Harmony One NFTs for our discussion. So that's interesting. So all right, thank you everyone for coming to the space, and I see a lot of you maybe give interesting feedback and comment. Maybe next time we have Twitter space that maybe come up a bit with interesting topic, or maybe if you guys have any good project in Harmony One that want to have a session with us, just DM us and we will reach out you for the next Twitter space. Anyone you wanna add before closing has?
Nope. Maybe
Uh,
Sida want to.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, guys, for hosting the space and reaching out. Really appreciate that because it's been I'll admit it's been a kind of hard finding people who are sticking around the ecosystem. A lot of people are kind of moving out. So yeah, you guys are really amazing for holding it down and reaching out and keeping the community together. So props to you guys. Thank you so much for holding the space.
all right. Thank you. Thank you. See you guys soon. Bye bye, everyone.